Mistakes happen to everyone. Each of us does something that is not what it should be. The difference between success and being a stressed out person evading detection is owning up to and learning from our mistakes. The great thing about being a part of a class, school, business, or society is that we learn from other people's mistakes as well. As Samuel Levinson said, you must learn from the mistakes of others. You can't possibly live long enough to make them all yourself. Many mistakes can be made in your role as a student, so be ready to overcome them and learn from those made by others. Hi, I'm Margaret Meek, and this is Mistakes Are a Part of Being Human. Now, we aren't talking about conscious decisions to do something wrong. We are talking about things that fall into the categories of a mistake, an error, or a misconception. A mistake happens when you aren't focused on what you are doing or forget the task or answer. You could do right, but you just aren't focused. If you make a mistake, note it, own it, and then move forward, trying not to make the same mistake again. Errors involve not understanding what is happening. You may not understand a concept you were supposed to learn. You don't pursue information that would make you better prepared to move forward. You turn the wrong corner and confuse all the drivers around you, or you plain get it wrong. To correct an error, you need to find more information or acknowledge that a mistake was made. Don't build on it. Look for resources to help keep you from making the error again. Misconceptions result from a lack of information or misinterpreting a situation. This information may be distorted, missing, or assumed, and it may be caused by bias or assumptions about a topic or person. In the case of misconceptions, you need to be open to asking for more information and having a trusted individual point out your blind spots. The most critical concept about making mistakes of any kind is learning where you are wrong, acknowledging the issue, and working to learn more, do better, and not repeat the same mistake. So how does all of this play out in school? Here are some common mistakes, errors, or misconceptions playing out in real life. Be honest with yourself and note how many of these mistakes you have made. Skipping the reading, becoming overcommitted, sticking to what you know and not trying to learn more or learn better. Working in a distracted environment, memorizing information, not learning the concepts, procrastinating, not getting enough sleep, ignoring or not tracking your expenses, not setting a budget, not pursuing financial aid and scholarship opportunities, comparing yourself to others, not investing in relationships with classmates, instructors, or community members, not wanting to bother professors, having little social media restraint, assuming your current school will be like your old school, be it high school, middle school, or college. And then there are the big miscalculations: drugs, alcohol, pregnancy, arrest. Measuring yourself by your grades, activities, titles, financial worth, or looking for others to blame for underperformance. We could go on and on. So instead, we will present 3 major categories you can work within to increase your chances of avoiding mistakes. Examine your self-image. You cannot learn, get better, and move forward with your future if you do not have an accurate view of who you are. Mistakes in this arena include neglecting your mental and physical health, having a fixed image of who you are, what you can do, and what you like or dislike, determining that you are above or below asking for help, losing perspective on yourself and the biggest issues, either thinking too much or too little about yourself. To avoid mistakes in this area, take care of yourself, get sleep, eat well, exercise, and monitor your mental health. Learn how to ask for help from your instructors, counselors, friends, and others who want you to succeed. Allow them to help you. Recognize that you have much to offer and much to learn. Allow yourself grace and challenge yourself to continue to grow. And when you make a mistake, admit it, figure out why you made it, and work hard to avoid repeating the same error. The second area of students' lives that tends to be rife with mistakes is within your study skills. Symptoms here include not attending class, taking notes and then never reviewing them, or filling out what you wrote with a bigger understanding, leaving all the challenging class tasks to the end and/or procrastination, cramming for tests instead of learning the information presented in class, studying by yourself rather than utilizing the understanding of other students, refusing to speak up in class, avoiding asking for help, and being distracted while you study. Assess your study skills. What do you do well? What needs work? When, where, and how can you study to maximize your efforts and your retention of the information presented? How can you minimize your mistakes, errors, or misconceptions through better study discipline? And that moves us to the third area, which presents more opportunities for you to make mistakes. That is the level of your self-discipline. This means your ability to regulate your productivity, your self-protection, your choices. So, for example, you over-multitask and drop a few of those tasks as you proceed. Other common mistakes include not taking care of yourself, not picking your friends wisely, letting your time management skills waver, overcommitting to activities versus classwork, not exhibiting financial responsibility, and forgetting to find balance in your life. Growing your emotional intelligence and working hard to hold yourself accountable will help you avoid a myriad of mistakes. The best part is that developing this form of self-discipline will provide the path for better study skills and a clearer picture of who you are and where you are going. You will make mistakes, not because you are not trying hard enough, but because it really isn't reasonable to hold yourself to a perfect standard. There are just too many variables in your life as a student, so make sure you learn from what you do and how to do it better. Embrace your mistakes, learn from them, and work hard to avoid making the same mistakes again. Be human, but always try to be a better human. Please like, subscribe, and share if you found this video helpful.